It's all purdy and stuff.
I think we should go out like Eugene.
From a stroke?
Like, living a long life.
You... You'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
I am wearing boots today. You know how you're gonna die?
Ooh, let me guess. You're gonna kill me? Did I ruin your punchline?
No. Maybe. Fuck you.
Sorry.
Doesn't this game look purdy? Look at the trees weighted down by the snow. All like the extra detail. This little Last of Us 2 music just plays throughout the entire video. God damn it, it's lagging. Jesus. My PC never plays like other videos well. All the imprints in the snow and stuff. Lord only knows what they're doing here.
See spores in there. Masks on. Got it. Remember, I don't want to have to shit you in the face. Oh, that's so sweet. All these spores mean they've been here for a while. Keep your eyes peeled for older infected. Yep.
Norma, thank you for a 7-month resub.
Is this part of the supermarket? I don't know. I think we're above it. Let's get to the ground floor.
Doesn't this game just look so good? Even when nothing's happening. We get to be scared of infected all over again. See, I guess you won't need a shiv to stealth kill a clicker anymore because Ellie's got her blade. The fact that Joel never had his own knife in the first one. Ugh.
These blind motherfuckers make my skin crawl. Let's make sure the rest of the building's cleared out. And then get the fuck out of here. Speaking my language.
That's a little weird there. She got a headshot and then a body shot, and that still killed it. Just felt like pointing that out. They got the new squeezing between, like, different things mechanic there.
We hold the perimeter until we hear otherwise. Keep an eye out in case he comes this way.
I got something.
Shit. Infected?
Let's get in there.
And this is cool. When you use listen mode with like guard dogs around, it has your scent. So that line right there, is the dog's scent. And you need to you can't just stay there. You need to keep moving away. It doesn't sprint after you, but like if you're not in alert phase, it'll just keep getting closer and closer to you. Those dogs are going to be really annoying. But it will be cool.
It'll be useful.
New upgrade branch. And you see it's got like similar. This is in your backpack. I'm guessing this one does things like crafting Molotovs and stuff, and this one is like what your supplements are for. Kind of like in the first one, but like the HUD looks a little different. I actually didn't notice that one before. Enemies seen in listen mode show up in sharper clarity. I know there's one. The one in this game, in part 1, is listen mode distance, but I guess they show up more clear in listen mode. That one's interesting. Prone movement speed. Crawl faster along the ground while prone. Yeah, I'm interested how the prone mechanic is going to work. I guess it's just more, or even less visibility, but you're not able to move as fast. So like crouch walking would be better, but you're a little more visible. Be interesting to see how the prone mechanic works in this game. Silencer durability. I feel like that's going to be useful in a speedrun. Weapon sway. That one's... I have a bad feeling there's going to be like really bad weapon sway in this game. I don't know if you noticed that either, but like instead of Joel just like picking it up and the parts just disappear, she literally puts it in her pocket. So just a tiny little bit of extra detail.
Fuck is this? Some kind of bomb?
Basically a nail bomb, but it's called a trap mine. And this is the new crafting table. You have a surge protector with a light. But they make all the upgrades, like, you actually get to see the upgrades being made. Whereas Joel was blocking all the upgrading happening, Ellie actually does the upgrading in real time. Let me look at those options again. Fire rate. Recoil, yeah. Clip capacity. Stability. I don't think stability was... Maybe they'll just do away with weapon sway and instead just do weapon sway for each individual gun. I have a feeling the fact that this game is going to be a lot bigger than the first one. New Game Plus is going to be a more enjoyable category for this game. Because let's face it, my grounded record's 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 30 seconds. My easy mode record is like less than a minute better. It's not a huge difference. And because those are my two favorite categories. Easy, New Game Plus, and grounded New Game. the difference between the two is got to be like 2 minutes at the most, which is just, just goes to show how much work I put into this. But I have a feeling New Game Plus on easy mode is going to be a bit more enjoyable of a category this time around with the second game. I'll probably still stick to both categories, but yeah. Even just all the extra detail of... Now, did she do anything there? Did she actually upgrade it? She did. So there, it's actually showing the upgrade, making it more stable to hold.
We got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
Look at all the open space. I just want to point that out. Look at the open space. They literally made an entire town full of enemies. God knows if there are any infected around. Probably not, because this group looks pretty organized. But you never know. There's a bunch of stuff indoors. It reminds me a little bit of the suburbs. Like, imagine if you were doing the sniper section in the first... In the first game. Imagine you're doing the sniper section, but there's no sniper. And instead, there's just enemies walking around. It's kind of like this.
Those fucking trespassers!
I mean, it just looks so good. And all of the enemies know each other by name, and they'll call out when they see that they're downed or something. Enemies can also squeeze through tight areas as well. If they're thin enough, I guess. Alright, and you even saw right there, when you grab an enemy, Ellie is able to, like, hold them up the same way Joel can. So right there, you have the... Let me see if I can time it better. See, right there, you have a gun on him or her. I can't tell from here. You have a gun on them. And then I guess you have the option to, like, fire at enemies, shoot her, or go for the quiet kill. Which is brutal. I love it. Look at the blood splatter. There's the dog. There's the scent trail. You gotta move. Also, real quick, there's the heads-up display. So it looks like shotgun and bow. Look at that. I just noticed that right now. Look at that. So bow is the bottom, shotgun's the middle, and I guess hunting rifle is the top one. I never noticed that till just now. The same way here, all you have is the pistol up top and the revolver on the bottom. I never noticed that. You don't get a third holster. I don't think you would. It's pretty much the same. Like on the left in my runs, you have a bow, shotgun, and a rifle. And same here, you got the pistol and the revolver. Brick or bottle with a molly on the bottom. Med kit. I don't know what the difference between these two are, but it's probably... You know what? I don't know. They'll probably add a smoke bomber down here, but... Yeah, there's also... It could be... You know, that's a good point. These dots right here could actually mean different ammo types. I didn't think of that. So this is either like you have 3 guns on the left, and it's showing you like what gun it is with these dots, or this gun fires 3 different types of ammo. I didn't think of that. It could be that. We'll have to wait and see, because we saw in the E3 demo from almost 2 years ago. You're gonna have like arrow bombs, so that's cool, and also you'll have a silencer on this. I wonder, like it's got like, I don't know. Squares swap. That's gonna be hard. I kind of wish that was the same. I think because X does so much. We're going to have to see. Square to swap is going to be tough. Yeah, I don't know what these are. One could be the trip mine from earlier, and the other could be... Maybe this one's just noise. Maybe it just makes noise. Kind of like in Days Gone. Also very evident right here is the different reticle for the bow. Once it's pulled all the way, hold on, let me play that again. See, while you're aiming it like, these go in, this goes down, and then once it's fully, the string is pulled, then you get a different one. So if you're close enough, you get like a bullseye right there. You don't get like the long looping reticle anymore.
What is it? Someone took him out!
We got something.
Now, she called someone by name there.
What is it? Someone took him out!
I think he said it's Rob. Someone took him out or something.
What is it? Someone took him out!
We got something.
So he saw someone go down and called him by name. That's interesting, and I don't know how that's going to work out. But you can fire just about anything from prone, which I guess you could argue could make the game too easy. We'll have to see. This is just crawling with enemies. Oh, Sellers, did he? God damn. That sucks. Poor cheese. Pupper. Alright, I don't know if you noticed that right there. You know, she gets alerted by the dogs and runs away. Watch this. Dodge with L1. I hope they give you the option to switch that, because I like aiming with L1. I hope they give you the option to do that. So it looks like they have a dodge button, like officially. Was there anything there? Just stealth kill from the front. That's all that was. Puppy.
Here! Find the fence! Look in there! Look her out!
Whoa.
That's something I like right there. That's very subtle.
Look her out!
Right here. Normally, if you see an enemy flinch in the first one, you'd hear the alert sound and everybody knew where you were. But here,
Whoa.
it's like, whoa, she flinches. She takes her out silently. You hear the dog, just like, you got a scent or something, but not everyone is alerted. I think just 1 second later and everyone would know, but the game seems to be pretty lenient with when an alert triggers. So something very subtle, but I kind of like that.
Whoa.
See that? Whoa, a flinch, but nothing. Oh yeah, I see the durability on the silencer there. Hold on. I didn't see that before. Look right there. It looks like you can only fire 3 shots with it. Alright, it's not like Days Gone or another game. What game? Metal Gear Solid 5, I remember, had a silencer meter, but you could fire a lot of bullets. So they're keeping, like, the scarce supplies. They're keeping that same concept, but with the silencer as well.
Whoa.
And look at that. I'm just noticing this stuff right here now that I'm watching it. Watch right here where my mouse is. As soon as she aims, triangle pops up. I guess to put on or take off the silencer, you have to aim it and then hit triangle. Kind of like the only way to shoulder swap is to aim. I'm thinking like the exact same thing with regards to silencers. It's not going to be this long process of like loading and unloading a silencer. You just have to aim and hit a button to put it on or off. Because once she stops aiming, the triangle prompt goes away. And then you only have 2 shots left with it. And that makes sense, because if you're alerted and you're still in alert phase, you don't want to waste the silencer, so it's good to just take it right off. Then we see the arrow reticle here again.
Yeah.
And the little red X that pops up when you hit your mark. This is the one thing I'm not sure what it does, though. These 2 little dots here and these 3 little dots here. That makes me think that there's 3 different guns on the left holster and only 2 on the right. But I don't know where different ammo types comes into play. You know? Are there 3 different arrows you can fire? Are there 3 different shotgun shells you can fire? Or is that just... I don't know. My guess would be there's 3 guns on the left and 2 on the right. For now. Once you add another right gun, this number will go up to 3. Or if you add another one, this one will go up to 4. I think that's what that means. That's what I'm leaning towards anyway.
Yeah.
If you watched right there, that's kind of sad. This guy had a dog with him, I think. Right? Yeah, I saw it. Ashley. Oh no, Ashley. Who cares about Ashley?
Got something.
Being able to throw bottles while prone. I really like the way, like, the conversing sounds. I know it's just a video, but, like, there's a bit of, like, echoing that goes into it.
Got something. We'll look into it.
Also, look right here. Square to swap, triangle to do the silencer. I guess you have the option to either get rid of the silencer by aiming with triangle. Because you know in Last of Us 1, you hit the D-pad to select what you want, and then it fades away after a second. I guess this D-pad is, or this menuing is going to work the same. And then you have the option to either swap it out, which you can't do. You can't swap out your gun here if you have 2 holsters and you have 2 guns. If you have 1 holster and 2 guns, you can swap out. But if you have 1 gun and 1 holster, or 2 guns and 2 holsters, you can't swap it out. And I guess you can hold down triangle to remove the silencer without having to aim it. But it looks like this person, whoever's playing it, hit both buttons at the same time because you can see them moving. Alright, I'll let this play through. So I don't know what that was. The little wrench icon means you can craft some stuff.
Okay.
Alright, that was a little weird. Here, look, you have this reticle for the bow, like I mentioned earlier. And then it kind of stays there. See, the string's all the way pulled, but it stays there. And then only right there does it change. So I wonder what that's all about. Maybe you can hold down the aim button. Like maybe you pull the string and then you hold the fire button.
Okay.
I'm wondering what the different reticle means. Because it's all the way pulled and then it stays there for a little while, then transitions to that. Oh, it could be her movement. Let me look. It's her movement. You can tell. Look at that. You're right, it's her movement.
We lost another soldier!
It's interesting that they didn't hear that. Here, I want to go back and look again. So she's moving, she's moving, she's moving. She stops. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
We lost another soldier!
You can even see the silencer literally pops off her gun. Watch.
We lost another soldier!
There it goes. It's interesting they didn't hear the bullet hit the wall of the silenced bullet. This girl, she's like, Derek! She knew that was Derek. That's gonna be a cool feature. The shotgun reticle seems pretty basic, but that's kind of all you need. Let's see if there's anything else. More parts which she like manually puts in her pocket. Right there, I want to see the different options. I saw strike and grab. There you go. So what would it be like in, well, in part one, if you bottle an enemy, if you brick or bottle an enemy, you run up. It doesn't tell you square is an insta-kill, but it pretty much is if you have a melee weapon. Or triangle is grab. Yeah, triangle's grab, square is strike. Same as in part one. So I guess here the player hits square. And that's the very cool thing. It doesn't look like you can turn this off. But look. Notice, she doesn't have a melee weapon. Otherwise, she would be using it. Same as in part one. Whether or not you're able to turn that off or on, I don't know. But watch this. And I noticed this in the E3 demo as well. My video's a little laggy here, but... So stabs her in the face with her pocket knife. Takes the hammer out of her hand and kills her. And then she's able to keep the hammer. And I guess it had 3. Now she has 2. Whether or not that's going to be the same for every enemy, maybe it's RNG, maybe you only get half of what's in a normal melee weapon if you take it off of an enemy. But it looks like if you do like not a silent kill, it could be silent, or you kill her in this specific way, you get to automatically take the melee weapon from her. Whether it's every time or sometimes, we'll have to see. And this part's cool. It's a new infected type. Like I said, stalkers are going to be a more prominent figure in this game, but that's just a runner. That's not a bloater. That's called a shambler. It's similar to a bloater. Whether or not it kills you when it catches up to you, I don't know. Nobody knows. But what it does is it spews out, instead of it throwing its crap at you, it just spews it out of its body. So it's a new infected type. See, like that. That's an ugly motherfucker. It's like a vaping infected. See that? It just spews the crap out of it. So really just keep your distance. And then right here, it lures it into a building, places the trip mine, and then it just runs into it. Similar to a nail gun, like I mentioned before. Also, real quick, it looks like crafting is going to be the same. You hover over something and hold down X and you can craft it if the little wrench icon is there. We get it. You vape. And this is a stalker, I'm pretty sure. That's not a runner, that's not a clicker. I'm pretty sure these are the stalkers. It reminds me a little bit of like the big bad boss guys on Uncharted 3, where every single fight was exactly the same. Like the camera angle is set up that way a little. But then it kind of ends just like that. Kind of like that scene in, I think it was Indiana Jones. I'd never seen an Indiana Jones movie, but like they were supposed to have this long, played out fight sequence, but instead he just pulls out his gun and shoots him. That's what this scene kind of reminded me of. Yeah, how stalkers are going to be utilized in this game, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this is a stalker. There was a prompt that came up just before then. Oh, dodge. I guess you can dodge while aiming. Whether you can hold L1 or you have to, like, time it when you see the prompt, that still remains to be seen. Also, someone said they saw an icon on the revolver. Let's see. We'll see. There it was. No, that's for the pistol. You see, the icon is to the upper left of whatever it is. So the icon is for the... Why would there be an icon on a gun, though? I guess it's in the same way you can craft arrow bombs. I guess you'd be able to craft a silencer. Can you craft a silencer? Maybe this is... I don't know. Why would there be a little wrench over a gun? You never see... That's not in part 1. That's not anywhere in part 1. I guess different guns have just different customization options. For this is a silencer. For the arrow, it's a bomb. For this could be a silencer as well. Hard to say. My guess would be you'd craft a silencer. I wonder if you can craft anything else. Like I said, it might vary by weapon. I think that's it. That gas probably still hurts even like after it's dead. You know, like any infected that dies means it can't hurt you. But I have a feeling that puff of smoke right there, whatever the technical term for it's going to be, I have a feeling that's going to hurt you even in the afterlife. Similar to the crap that a bloater throws at you. So yeah, this is a shambler. And to me, the only difference looks like instead of throwing the crap at you, it just spews out of the body. I wouldn't want to let it catch you, though. Who knows what that's going to look like. They said it's acid. Okay. And then the stalker again. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Let me, this is in my watch later, so let me, link the video. Give me a second. Yeah, that was cool. I didn't think I would have to, like, review so much of it. I was just going to watch it, but, yeah. I talked through most of it. I said I wasn't going to, but then I just kind of noticed things and talked about them. If you want to watch the whole thing without me, like, blabbing on through it, then, yeah. I'll leave a link in the description or comments. Yeah. That game looks good. That game looks really, really good.